So in our quest in becoming equal to all things, the first step is learning to rejoice always. Second prayer point is this: being anxious for nothing, for no thing be anxious. Do not be anxious about anything, Paul writes, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving. Present your request to God, and the peace of God, listen, the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ. You see, the presence of fear, stress, anxiety reveals a misalignment once again with God's kingdom. Wherever Jesus is Lord, wherever His love rules, fear is being displaced. Anxiety here is translated as being scattered or distracted. And that's really what fear does. It scatters our focus, our attention, so that we can't fix our focus on fixing the problem. Now, we live in a world where both stress and anxiety has become the norm. But I just want to say this: in God's kingdom, living in fear, living in stress and anxiety is never going to be the norm. In God's kingdom, righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit is our norm. So if you have become accustomed to living in fear, living in anxiety or stress, I want to say God is about to introduce you to a new normal. And His normal is not fear. His normal is faith. His normal is not being anxious, but being full of faith. And so what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you again to pair and share for a moment and share some of the fears that people around you are struggling with. Once you've done with that, share on a personal level, what are the fears that you are struggling with? What are the things that you are becoming anxious with? What are the things that keep you awake at night? Share that in your peers, and then pray for one another, submitting and releasing those fears unto the Lordship of Jesus Christ. Thank you.